Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to all my vegans, veganettes, and not so vegans across the globe. It's your girl, Abeja Theatra, and welcome back to another episode of Cause It's Vegan. I gotta eat it.
There's no way I could ever go vegan. I'm not about to spend the rest of my life eating rabbit food.
So today, you guys, we are trying out somebody else's recipe, and I'm very excited about it because it's Mexican food, okay? I asked my husband what he wanted to eat this week, and he said Italian, Chinese, and Mexican. So anyway, today is the Mexican day, and I'm gonna look because I don't have her information memorized. We are trying out Airam's Vegan Vida. We're trying out her vegan red enchiladas, Mexican rice, and refried bean recipe. Of course, I'm going to make all of this off camera so you guys aren't watching a video of me making something, and if it turns out good, then you just go watch her video too. That's a lot of watching. But I'm going to make the recipe, then we'll come back, I'll try this stuff out, and I'll let you guys know if her recipe is worth checking out. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna get to cooking. I've already got all of my supplies and it's a lot. Let's get started. All right, you guys, so I have officially finished cooking everything and I am about to plate my plate. Yes, I'm about to fix my plate. Okay, you guys, so I have finished plating my food and I just want y'all to look at this really quick. Do y'all see this? Like, OM freaking G. Airam, you ain't say it was gonna look this good. Like, what? Okay, I am super excited to try every single thing. Just so you guys know, this episode is kind of like a 2-for-1 episode, but really I guess it's like 4 different things, because of course I'm rating her enchiladas, her rice, her refried beans, and I'm rating Jack and Annie's jackfruit pork, which is jackfruit. I went to Whole Foods and they didn't have the cans, they only had this, so I was like, okay, we gotta see if we can make this work. Just so you know, when I got this, I did taste it. It was frozen, so of course I thawed it really quickly. It had taste on it, so I had to rinse it off with water to extract that taste from it. So we'll be seeing if this jackfruit itself is good or not. Just to give you guys a couple of details about Jack and Annie's smoky pulled pork. Of course, it's made from real whole plants. It's 92% less fat than pork shoulder. People be eating the shoulders of pork. You know what? I don't care. Anyway, it's non-GMO, gluten-free. There are 6 grams of excellent source of fiber. That is pretty much it on this. So let's get to grading Airam's food. I'm going to start with her recipe for refried beans. Now I want to make it clear that she uses pinto beans. I've made refried beans before and I use garbanzos, so I did half and half of both. I'm really excited, so let's go and try it out. Ooh, and then that cheese. Oh y'all, this is good. It's a very nice consistency too, because you know, everyone has their own consistency where there's more solid, more liquidy. Mine is kind of in between, but either way, this is fire. So now going to the Mexican rice. Very good. So to me, this is a very good side. It's very good by itself, but now I want to try it with the refried beans. Oh my god. Why is it so good? So yeah, this jasmine rice is cooked perfectly as well. I made sure to follow her directions to a T, and she was right. It's cooked perfectly, tastes great, and I made a lot of it, so yay me. Enchiladas. So just so you guys know, I put purple onion on top of it, fresh jalapenos, vegan cheese that I melted. I used So Delicious Mexican shreds. Their cheese melts very, very well. So mixed some sour cream with some milk just to make it easier to put over here. Shredded iceberg lettuce. It just looks so good. One more look. Let me cut it. Let me cut it. Getting distracted. So this is where I'll be able to actually taste the jackfruit as well. All right, so here we go. Okay. This is actually very good. And the crazy thing is, I can still taste the hint of barbecue flavor on the jackfruit. It's actually really good with her enchiladas. The sauce that's on the outside, it's a little bitter, but in a very nice way. There's a little kick to it, which I think my husband will survive that. And then of course I've got jalapenos on top of mine, but adding the sour cream and like the cheese and stuff on top of it, it really sits well. Let me get another bite just to make sure I wasn't mistaken. Oh, look at the inside. Doesn't that look freaking amazing? Like what? This whole bite looks, you want to bite it? Here. There you go. Okay. Actually, it's for me. This is where it's at. Airam's Vegan Vida enchiladas, refried beans, and Mexican rice. Hands down, the best Mexican food I've ever had. And I've been to, you know, Mexican restaurants throughout life. Actually, I recently went to a place and they were strongly lacking seasoning. So to have her recipe and everything makes me so happy. Like, this is better than any restaurant Mexican food I've ever had, which is kind of crazy. But anyway, as far as the pulled pork is concerned, like I said, I still taste a hint of like barbecue, even though I tried to get all of that out. But it works really well with everything that's going on here. Plus, you can still taste the other seasonings. But the jackfruit, it has a great, perfect consistency as far as like being pulled like pork or, you know, pulled chicken. Very delicious stuff. I have no complaints. I will make sure that I leave, excuse me, a link in the description below for every single thing of Airam's Vegan Vida that I tried, so that you guys can go and get the recipe and try it for yourselves, because I promise you, it's delicious. But anyway, that's it. You guys, love your friends, love your family, love Airam's Vegan Vida, and most importantly, remember to love peaches and all the sneeches. Hey you guys, so I had to come back really quick. Yes, I know I'm in a completely different shirt, but I wanted to come back about the enchiladas. So enchilada review, perfect basically. But jackfruit from Jack and Annie's, I have to alter that a little bit. So at first I said it was great, and it is still great. But my problem is with this jackfruit, unlike the canned jackfruit that I get, they did not make sure to take off any of the pieces that are, essentially they feel like plastic, but they're not. They're really just like the filling around the seeds, but they seem like plastic. Those weren't removed, and so I had to like stop chewing and be like, to pull those pieces out, which is very, very annoying. No one wants to have to sit and do that while they're trying to enjoy their food, and then suddenly you feel like you're about to choke on some plastic. So jackfruit is good, but will I buy it again? No, because I don't want to deal with plastic pieces.